This is why I don't like studio light though. I don't look tan anymore. Oh my gosh, look at that cute cat though. He's so cute.
Distractions.
What's up YouTube and welcome to my channel video. You're making me uncomfortable. I can't do this with...
Look straight ahead.
What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my dad. He didn't like that joke. Today's video is going to be a highly requested video that I've gotten so many requests for, and that is like a marriage Q&A type thing. So I'm not even gonna like preface this video. It's a Q&A. We're gonna answer questions that you guys asked on YouTube and Instagram, and that's what this video is. This is my husband Matt, if you're not familiar with this man here.
Hi.
That was our cat in the background, the bad one. Matt and I've been married for 5.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Still kicking. And today we're gonna answer your guys' questions with all of our vast knowledge and wisdom from all the years that we've been married. I would say that we're professionals because our marriage has lasted longer than most celebrity marriages.
I think that's a good standard.
So without further ado, let's hop right into this. The question that you guys asked the most, that is getting so many like thumbs up and stuff when people ask it, is what struggles do you face in your marriage and what do you guys argue about, if you argue? Do we argue?
We do not.
We do.
Not very often. I think a part of it is I'm a peacemaker, so...
Yes, that's why we don't argue. It's not me, like at all. Like if you guys are like, how come there's so much arguing in my marriage? It's probably because you're a normal person like me who like has to be right and likes to get her way. Unless you're married to one of these types of people, which is like a non-arguer. I don't know. We do argue though. Like we'll get into it and we'll fight. Not fight, I mean... We'll argue, like we all have differing opinions.
We'll have some high volume discussions.
High volume discussions, yeah, oh yeah, there's yelling. We yell. Another question that you guys are asking a lot is, when are you guys going to have some babies? And I guess this is a good time to tell them. We're not pregnant.
No.
Sorry. I'm so funny. He tried to answer that and I was like, no, I'm gonna pull a prank on them.
A lot of times he tells me how to finish my sentences.
I'm the boss of everything. We're gonna have babies one day. He's been wanting babies since we got married and I'm just like, I'm the baby.
You're my baby.
Is a third kitty in your future?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Never.
What are your pet peeves about each other?
You're perfect.
I know, but like if theoretically, if there was something wrong with me.
If there was a parallel universe.
Right, like in a hypothetical situation where I wasn't perfect, what would you say your pet peeves are of me?
She's messy.
I am.
So there's,
I am messy.
if we could turn this around and we could see what is down here. I'm a very, well, I'm not a clean person.
You're a tidy person.
Yes.
Like he's not the clean type that like wants to scrub floors. That's the kind of clean I am. Like
Yes.
My kitchen is spotless and my bathroom is clean. Like there's no germs anywhere, but I will have clothes all over the floor. And he's the opposite. His stuff is tidy and like in an organized fashion and he doesn't make messes like that, but he will leave crumbs all over the kitchen and that's clean to him if there's no pots and pans out on the counter.
And you may have a little crumb on your fork that gets left.
So nasty. My pet peeve about Matt, since you obviously don't have any real ones about me.
Of course, in a parallel universe.
What are my pet peeves about you? Probably that. Like that you're like not clean. Like our ideas of cleanliness are very different.
Yes.
What's a fight you've had that looking back on you think was silly / odd?
Oh, I got one.
I hope it's the one I'm thinking of. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's me sitting on the couch and Lynette gets up from the couch, steps on my foot, and then blames me for putting my foot in that spot.
I forgot about that. I was so adamant too that I was like
she,
I thought I was so right.
We almost went to blows. Like, well, you just should have known. Like, sorry, I can't predict where your feet go.
I was like, why would you put your foot in the place that I would step down if I were to get off the couch in that location? Like, his feet were really just where his feet should have been, and I was just in a bad mood. I forgot about that. I thought you were gonna talk about a different one that I remember.
Oh, which one do you remember?
Okay, well, when we first got married, we fought about what side the shower curtain goes on.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Like, you know, here's the shower, and the spout is like, say it's right here. So in my mind, you open the curtain to get in, and then you close it, but the curtain always stays away like you enter in where the shower spout is. Like you don't enter in from the back. That's weird. Like the shower is running, like here's the water coming down. I want to enter in right here. He would go in through the back. So like this is so stupid, but like the shower curtain would just be on like opposite side. We got in a fight about it.
And come to a point where I don't care, so guess how we doing now?
Question, zombie apocalypse as a team, what would be your positions for survival? Example, offense, defense, medical aid, gatherer, etc. Well, my position would be hider. I would hide. And I imagine yours would be the go-getter of supplies.
That's right, the offense.
The offense, defense.
I'm trained very well. Been in the woods once. Actually went up with a buddy and spent the night in the woods. No tent, no nothing. Survival expert right here. So if the apocalypse does come, find out where we live. I got you.
Find out where he's at. I'm gonna be hiding. I'm a good hider. Non-confrontational with the zombie team. What's one thing that you love about each other? Other than everything.
There are so many things, so.
I know one that he loves about me.
What's that?
When we're watching stuff on TV and I get shocked by something, which is so easy. I'm so emotional.
like you know what's going on. There is never
my emotions
a doubt.
are all over my face. When I watch something on TV and I think it's like fun, like shocking, my mouth falls open so big. Like, here's the TV, it's doing something crazy and something will happen and I'm like,
that's right. Here, we need to get a better perspective. Let's see if
and
we
then
can
I
turn
stay
this.
like that for like 5 minutes. I like have my face just stays shocked, like, and he thinks it's so funny, and I never notice that I'm doing it until he looks over and he's just cracking up that I'm like, my mouth hangs open so much. I don't know why I'm like that.
I just stare at her. I think it's hilarious.
I hate it. I hate it. Makes me feel so stupid. My mouth is just open. What do I love about Matt? That he's so thoughtful. You guys see all the stuff that I post on social media about like all the gifts that he gets me and all the stuff that he does for me. He's just super duper thoughtful. Like most recently, so I have really, really bad dry hands. Like in the wintertime, it's so bad. They like crack and dry and it's awful and I'm always complaining about it. So he went to the store and got this like super hardcore intense lotion that's meant for people like me. And then he bought a little stuffed alligator or crocodile and he gave it to me yesterday and he said for his crocodile lady or his alligator lady or something, and it was weird, but it was really cute. Like, that was really thoughtful that he like went and bought me lotion that was for my hands and like presented it in such a cute way, and he just does stuff like that all the time. So
Thank you.
What was Matt's first move at the beginning that got you guys past the friend stage?
We don't want to go there.
We're gonna go there. Matt's first move was a Facebook message in like September of 2009. Then, after very just friendly conversations, in like October or November, after like 2 months of talking, he was like, maybe sometime you could hang out with me and my buddies. It's like, we like to play games and stuff. I was like, okay. And then also we would be friends, we were friends on this app called Papaya Farm, which was kind of like Farmville, if you guys remember that app from Facebook. It was similar. And so we would just like steal each other's crops on this app, and that was like our way of flirting. And I was just like, how many freaking turnips of yours do I have to steal before you freaking get the picture, dude? Like, I don't want to hang out with your buddies, I want to make out. But he was so holy, guys. He was so Christian, he didn't even want to date me.
I don't know what I was thinking.
He was dumb. I think this is a personal question to me. Would you rather go a year without cheese or a year without sweets? No. Will Matt ever daily vlog for your channel to show us his life? We tried this once.
I do not know. I'm not a professional vlogger.
He didn't really know what to do other than just announce what he was doing. Like, I'm in the car. I'm going to a hospital to visit a patient.
It was not.
Here I am again in my car. I went through the footage and I was like, okay, maybe not. Because that's been requested a lot, but
She needs to ride with me to show me how it's done.
you gotta entertain people. What was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you in front of Matt? I don't really get embarrassed in front of Matt. I do a lot of dumb things in front of Matt.
One of the things that she does now that she did not do in the past was she dances a lot more.
I'm a horrible dancer.
She's a great dancer.
Horrible.
Great.
Bad dancing. Like a dad at a wedding drunk mixed with a toddler who just learned how to walk. that about wraps it up. That's like the style of dancing. Oh, with no rhythm. Like the girl who's half a beat behind everybody else. That's me.
I love it.
That's my dance moves. And so like I never dance. Like when I go to weddings or parties, like I just like don't really dance. Like sometimes be kind of goofy, I will, but like I'm never the girl that's like, let's get out on the dance floor and dance. No. But at home, if any song comes on TV, I just go for it. I like to move, even if it's offbeat and slightly drunk.
It's great. It's majestic.
We're back. The camera died temporarily and I needed a snack. Would you like a Girl Scout cookie?
Sure.
Do you guys know that frozen Thin Mints are way better than normal Thin Mints? Just like a little bit of life advice for you. Moving on. What do you and your husband do together for fun?
What are you smiling at me for?
I don't know.
Which direction are we going?
We like to eat food.
Yes, go food route. We like to spend time outdoors together.
We do. Oh, we love to go hiking. We love to go for walks because it just gives us a lot of time to be outside, which is our favorite, and also time to just talk.
And also time away from our phones.
Yes, that's a continual struggle. We seriously do like to eat food. We love to go out to eat. That's just really fun to try like new restaurants, try different types of food. We just really like to do that. And we like to chill, like sit on the couch and watch Netflix. We love it. We both work really hard and have kind of like stressful job situations in different ways. So when we have downtime, we love to just really, really chill. Lots of people saying stuff about cheese. Someone said, if Matt said, if you want to stay married to me, you can't eat cheese anymore, what would you do? Divorce. Cheese is non-negotiable. It's not. What do each of you see your life together looking like 10 years from now? Like where you'll be living, your careers, your family?
Well, obviously a bigger home.
Yes.
Because you need a bigger home in order to have kids.
Yes.
And believing that we'll have some land.
Yeah, we want a house on like land.
That'd be good. So that's where I see yourselves, either in the infancy of our ministry or, I don't know, just looking forward to what God has in store for us.
Yeah, it's weird for me to try and project my life when in the last like 6 to 7 years, my life has gone in directions that I never saw it going in. Like God just always did something with my life that was totally unpredictable and like really just not anything that I had on my radar. So it feels almost like silly to be like, this is what I want the next 5 years of my life to look like. It feels silly being like, this is what I want the next 6 months of my life to look like, because I just know that I'm gonna always follow God. So whatever God leads me to is where I'm gonna be, which is why it's hard for me to say like where I want to live. I like living in Michigan because our family's here, but we would love to move back to Texas, or we would pretty much anywhere warm. We would move anywhere south, like Tennessee or Georgia or any of the Carolinas. We just love the South. We also love, we love out west too though. We love like Las Vegas area. We love Nevada. I think that we could get into like Northern California and stuff like that. We're not particular. Like wherever God leads us, we'll be fine. We would just prefer it to be sunny and warm. Fun facts about Matt. We seem to know so little about him besides the fact that he's the perfect husband to you. Well, let me introduce you to my husband. First of all, he's 8 years older than me, so
the dad joke, that's
that's why he hates it. Fun facts about Matt. He played college football. What did you play?
Tight end.
Tight end.
Now, what is a tight end?
A football player. So, Matt loves sports, especially football, especially college football. Go Blue.
Go Blue. I am 6'8".
He is. He's 6'8". He's huge.
Lynette recently saw the perspective of what it's looked like to be myself.
I stood up on our bed. Like, I've just never stood up on our bed. And I realized that when I stand on our bed, I'm just like only a little bit taller than him. And it was just astounding to me how far the ground was from my face. And that this is how he lived his life, with the ground that far from his face.
It's like a skyscraper walking.
Probably not interesting for anybody. What's interesting facts about you? Matt went to college for marketing and then never used that really, that degree. He just went to ministry school and became a minister. My husband's a minister. He is a pastoral care minister doing pastoral care things for the church. Has been for like 6 years. 6 years it'll be this year.
I know.
It's crazy.
I am not a cat person.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say he doesn't like cats. He really doesn't. He does not like Mia. Like he just straight up doesn't like our black and white cat. He likes Nacho because Nacho's the best and
it's like
everybody
a
likes
dog.
Nacho. Nacho is like a little dog. She is so cute. But And somehow we still ended up with 2 cats and are gonna get another one.
I wonder what. What?
Almost gotcha. How do you know that decisions you are making about your life, for example, moving to a new city, are in line with what God wants for your life? I feel like I just talked about this a little bit in one of my last videos about like how to kind of know what God wants from you and how to know what direction he wants you to move in. And at least this is gonna be my answer, is that I feel like if you stay connected to God, he's gonna be constantly trying to kind of like download stuff into you. Like he's gonna constantly be trying to speak to you. And the more time you spend in his word, the more sensitive you're gonna be to his voice. And so, you know, God's never gonna like send you an email telling you what to do with your life. You kind of just have to take educated guesses, I would say. Like just, you know, kind of follow your heart. And, you know, once you start kind of going down a certain path or going in a certain direction, just follow peace. If you don't feel peace about it, then it's probably not from God. And I don't mean like you don't have fear. Like a lot of times God will ask you to do stuff that's scary, but there's a difference between having a certain amount of fear versus having this like knowing in your heart that you're doing the right thing. Like we've done tons of stuff that was scary to us at first, but we knew in our hearts like this was the right move for us. And you know, sometimes you're gonna get it wrong. Like that's just life. Like someone recently told me like there are no failures in life, there are only lessons. And that's so corny, but it's like, it's true. Like every time you fail, you've just learned something about yourself and you learn like how to be better in the future. So that's life. Like you're never gonna get it perfect.
Well, what I would say is, you know on the inside of you if a decision is good or not. You ever hear people that say, I got a gut feeling? Like, follow your gut. Because really what that is your spirit either revealing the peace that Lynette talked about, or if you get that little stop in your gut, you know you should be doing that.
How do you guys keep romance alive after being together for so long?
Well, one of the things is making it a priority. Like life can get very busy very quickly, and then pretty soon a week turns into a month, turns into 3 months, and nothing's happened. So for myself, because I'm a very task-oriented individual when it comes to work, that I have a reminder for myself to remind myself on a weekly basis to at least continue to think of Lynette. I'm thinking of her all the time, but there are specific times that I'm thinking, what can I do to bless her?
Yeah, like he literally has like a reminder in his phone. And maybe this to you sounds like fake or like not real, but he has a reminder in his phone that goes off once a week that says, do something sweet for Lynette. And so he doesn't do something sweet every week, but he just has it as a reminder because like he said, he's super task oriented. He could just like spend the next 6 months not ever doing something romantic for me. And it's not because he doesn't love me, but it's because he just focused on other things. And unless he sees like a need come up, he's not gonna necessarily think to be creative or romantic and stuff. So like, I'm glad that he does that. I know that it just inspires him to do stuff out of love for me. He just sometimes needs that reminder. And also I think that I feel like when you first are together with somebody, there's so much emphasis on like romance and like having this like crazy like lovey-dovey feeling, and like it's not that that goes away, it just kind of transforms when you've been together for so long, where like we still have those moments and we still feel that way about each other, but like we're best friends. Like we just have so much fun together and we just enjoy each other's company, and just being able to laugh together I think is what keeps the relationship alive, not just the romance but the relationship. Like we enjoy each other and we have so much fun, and like a marriage for us a lot of the time is just a big party. Like not all the time, there's for sure been struggles and there's been seasons where every day was miserable, but like when we kind of get things to a good place where we can kind of just go on autopilot and like things are good, like we have fun. We always have fun. We always make it a priority to laugh together and to enjoy things together, and that just helps not only keep the romance alive, but keep the relationship alive. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this probably super long Q&A. Do you have anything you would like to add before
No,
we
but
go?
I like this little hand thing. When she doesn't know what to say, like something has to...
Such a weirdo.
I love
It's
her.
fine. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. That's your... Yeah.